everybody. I hope this is live. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, yes,
Hi.
Akanksha, you're very much audible and we are live.
Okay. Hi, this is Akanksha Guha. Thank you all for joining in. I like to say thank you to Parent Station for giving me this opportunity to speak on a very important topic that in the last year and a half has seen a sudden surge in popularity, and that topic is mental health. It is a bit sad that it took us in a literal pandemic to realize that, oh, mental health is important. But I am sort of happy that people are now taking it seriously. And so today I'll be talking about my experience with mental health and how I am coping with the challenges that I face. And I'd also like to emphasize on the point that I'm not a mental health professional, so whatever I say is strictly based on my experience and my observation, and there is no professional connotation to any of it. So I'd like to start by talking about March 2020 when we were yet to experience the pandemic. I was a regular school going kid. I used to go to school, come back home, eat my lunch, do my work, hang out with my friends, dinner, sleep, repeat. This was for 12 years. And if you count the 3 years of preschool before that, it was for 15 years. So for 15 years, I had this schedule. Okay, you do this, you do this, you do this, and then you do all of this again. So after 15 years, when the pandemic happens, the world is like, hey, Akanksha, you can't do these things anymore, so we would like you to take a pause. So I'd like to emphasize that it was a pause after 15 years, and I feel like if people realize the importance of 15 years worth of work and then the pause, I feel like people would be more empathetic and acknowledging. But sadly, some people don't, so I'm happy that I get to speak about it today. So yeah, initially I took the pause as a way to do the things I couldn't have done if otherwise. So I started doing internships, I started doing workshops, I started working out, I started dancing, I used to do everything. Whatever I could get my hands on, I was on it. I was building up my resume. I was like, I'm going to be the most hardworking person in this pandemic. I'm going to do everything. Well, that did not last because in the blink of an eye, 6 months had passed, and I was slowly getting sadder. And I was slowly hitting my rock bottom, but I couldn't realize it back then. All I just wanted to do was to go to college. So in Jan of this year, the situation sort of improved, and our colleges emailed us saying, "Ki, hey, you can come back to college now. We are opening our college." So whatever sadness I had, I picked it up and I threw it away. And I took all my happiness and I put it into college. Like, yes, I will be happy from tomorrow because I am going to college. Went to college, 4 best days of my life. Then there was a second wave. So we were sent back home. Mentally or physically, I was not prepared to take that hit. I was not prepared. Whatever happiness that I did experience was disintegrated now, and I felt so lost. So it started, that was a slow descent into what I now realize mental health challenges. I was agitated, I was angry, I was losing my temper so quickly. I was gaining weight because I had no record of when I was eating or what was I eating. I did not have a proper sleep schedule. I did not, for the life of me, could attend online classes anymore. I could see the professors were struggling. They were so patient and so calm. But for me, it was either attending the classes or clicking on that red button and leaving the meeting. So that's what I chose to do. I could only attend 3 classes per week because mentally I could not. It was making me angry. It was making me I was seeing so many people around me doing so many things, and I felt hopeless. I felt useless. So I just stopped attending classes. So when you see these things separately, not being able to maintain friendships or gaining weight or, not being able to sleep. Separately, these are things that are very much possible in a pandemic and people live through it. But because I'm so in touch with mental health and psychology, I slowly and gradually took all these pieces up together and I was looking at them. It's like, I am not okay. I am not able to maintain proper friendships. I am fighting with my parents every day. This was very difficult, and that's when I realized, yeah, I have to get my act back together in some way, because this is not the me who used to dance around and wear weird clothes and and was just happy. This was somebody else who was going through some challenges and had to work on it. So I did. I'm doing it still. I started, the hard part about whenever whatever mental health challenge is that you feel like you're out of control. You feel like you don't have any control over your own life. So that's what I started doing. That's what I prioritized first. Yeah, I have to do something that would help me feel like I'm in control of my life. So my NSEMs ended and I started creating a schedule. Yes, it was hard for me to wake up every day early, but I like some sort of schedule. Like, this is when I'll have my meals, this is when I'll do my work, this is when I'll have fun and just do nothing. Some sort of schedule to feel like I am in my control. The feeling of taking out things from my list that gave me a sense of control. Another way was to just move, just to exercise, just to walk around in your house if you can't go out. Some sort of exercise, dance around, like play your favorite playlist and just dance, scream, jump, do that. Some sort of movement, it helps. It helps with mental health. And another thing that I started doing was, and I request you all to do too, is to like dedicate yourself to some sort of a creative project, something that is just for you, something that makes you happy. Like, I decided that I want a SpongeBob window in my room, so I'm making a SpongeBob window in my room, and I do this every night. Every night, I put on my playlist and I paint a little, just enough to make me feel at peace, because this is just for me, this is not for anybody else. This is something I'm doing to make myself feel happy and make myself feel in control. Now, the final and the most important thing I feel like everybody should do, and I'm also doing it, is to stop comparing grief. Stop comparing your level of sadness with somebody else's level of sadness, because the amount of times I've heard this statement that, why are you so sad? There are people out there who are losing much more things. You are so privileged. You should not be sad. If I had a rupee for every time a person said this to me, I would have hundreds of rupees. This is so annoying. Yes, you should be aware about your privileges. Yes, I know that there's a roof above my head. Yes, I know that I have the privilege to go not go out every day. I can get things delivered to my house. I had the privilege to get vaccinated on time. But at the same time, I have to let myself feel. I will not validate my feelings because somebody else tells me to. So this is also, I feel, where us as the youth comes in, because youth power is so important. If we just speak up, if we just say that, hey, today I'm sad, but it's okay, I'm sad. I will eventually be happy, or I'll be comfortable. But it's so important for people to speak about what they're feeling and to remove this taboo around mental health. Because if you start treating your mental health like you treat your physical health, it would be so much better. Like, just talk about it, spread the word, talk to your friends, and if you think that it is not a serious issue and you just listening, if somebody would listen, it would help, then find a person who's receptive and talk to them. Just talk, just like I am doing right now, and you guys are listening. So yeah, and when I saw this opportunity, that this platform to go up and speak, I took it and I shared what I wanted to share. So I'd really like to thank Parent Station for giving me this opportunity. I really hope that you all could take something with you from what I said today and implement it in your lives, and just I'd be very happy if it helps you in some way. So yeah. Thank you so much everybody for listening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Akanksha. You were wonderful and you really spoke your heart out. Thank you so much. Thank you.